in the direction of entrepreneurship, innovation, IPR. So this kind of series of programs we have been conducting. You all know some of them. But today's program is entirely different and it's very special for all of us. So because you do not know, I know very well. Sir is really very busy. He never even wastes 1 minute of his time, despite his busy schedule, just to encourage youth of this university, particularly or in this region. He has almost taken a lot of effort to create this slot. So that's why I request all the participants, please take away something which is definitely will be useful to you. We all will see the end of the day, right? With this, I will hand over to our team.
A very warm and graceful evening to all present over here. I am Tuvia from CSBS first year. Today we have Eruvaka Sreeram Raavi. Eruvaka Sreeram Raavi is the founder and CEO of Eruvaka Technologies. Sreeram founded Eruvaka Technologies after taking a look at severe problems faced by aquaculture farmers. Prior to Eruvaka, he spent 6 years at Centillium Communications designing high-performance semiconductor solutions for broadband access, networks and helping customers to deploy them. Sreeram obtained his BTech degree in Electrical Engineering from KL University, Vijayawada. Sreeram believes that cost-effective technology solutions can transform India agriculture and make it sustainable and profitable. Sir, it's our privilege to have you here. I now request Eruvaka Sreeram Raavi to address the gathering. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Ramesh Garu and Nageshwara Garu, for giving me this opportunity to share my story with all the young crowd. Hopefully, this would be inspiration, not an inspiration, just they would build. Okay. I want to some of these people to build companies of 10x or 20x size of Eruvaka. That's my wish. Probably if they can observe some of the things that I tell now. So usually what happens is when I was in college I also used to listen lectures like this, but probably out of 10 maybe 1 or 2 sentences in the lectures inspire us. So probably if I am able to capture at least that 1 or 2 statements in your brains, I am more than happy. Just my background, I'm also from Palanadipadu, a village closer to here, almost like 30-40 kilometers from here. Born and brought up there from an agriculture family growing chilies and cotton and maize. So that is what all we know till I joined engineering. Going to school, going to fields, that's life. No Facebook, no Twitter, no Instagram. So I am happy that Facebook was not invented in 1990. So technology is a double-edged sword now. How you use it really depends. So, okay. So really, So just the first word of caution that I wanted to do is how you use the technology and how much time you waste on it. Be judgeful in terms of opening up your mind to the thoughts. Say what is happening is these days our brain is flooded with information where we are not thinking anything. First, when you want to be a real entrepreneur, you need to think. You need to have that problem-solving mindset rather than escaping mindset. So only once you free up your mind and time and give time for your thoughts, that's the first step for entrepreneurship. Okay, coming back to thing like then I, after finishing my school and intermediate, I joined KL University. I am fortunate to have studied there because one of our professor, Mr. PVRL Narasimhan, now he is HOD EEE at VR Siddhartha Engineering College. In second year itself, he inspired us to do research and publish papers and invent something new. That kind of inspired and instilled confidence in us. So when we were in just third year, we could write an IEEE paper. This is in 2005 that I am talking about. So that kind of boosted us self-confidence that we can do something. It's not that people in IIT or NITs can do. People in normal colleges also can do miracle. And at the end of third year, we went to present a paper in NIT Warangal. To our surprise, we got the gold. We got the first medal, best research paper during that time. So these are the things that. So we don't need to be inferior about the college we study. Being an entrepreneur, you don't need to wear a branded shirt or own a branded car or a branded bike or a branded phone. You should think of creating your own brand. So you don't need to become inferior of anything. Just be confident about yourself, and you can achieve miracles. Then I think in fourth year in 2006 we were looking for jobs. We would be passing out, and I think that was where the industry was. Software industry was just opening. I think TCS came to our. Just took 6 people. Imagine like now TCS is coming to every campus and taking 100, 200, 300 people. Those were the days. Like getting a job was not so easy, and I being in electrical stream, I wanted to do something in continue in electronics itself rather than switching into software. So that is when I was searching for companies in Bangalore, especially in semiconductor domain, where we can apply our electronic skills, and that is say right now it's all about the social media boom. Way back then it was all about semiconductors, networks, be it 3G, 4G and 5G, way back in 2006. And at that point of time I had a choice, like I have an opportunity to work for IBM. Then itself we got like almost like 4 lakhs package in 2006, and in Centillion Communications where I joined, there it was not a job, it was an internship for 5,000 rupees. So you had to make a choice, right? So obviously everyone going to IBM is like a cakewalk. You can just go there, big brand and all those things, but it is not the work I like. So I chose Centillion and I took the risk of joining a company where they are paying only 5,000. If I go to IBM, I would be getting some 35,000 per month. So these are the choices that you need to make in life. I think I took the best decision in 2006 in joining the company and the work what I loved rather than chasing the money. So this is the most important right in life, that you need to like what you do, not just for the compulsion that you need to impress someone else. So that is the most important thing that you need to be conscious of. don't get, so a lot of times when I see for interviews, when I do interviews for people, sir, I'm going to Cognizant, I don't want to work for Eruvaka and all those things. I tell them, like, whether you want to work, enjoy the work that you're doing to Cognizant, or you want to enjoy the work that you want to do here. So that's just an example I'm telling, but you be conscious that do what you love rather than get carrying away by anything, by something else. So that's the important message. So that I had to repeat it thrice. So then I joined the job, and I'm fortunate enough that I had a good boss. I think there is a famous quotation from Jack Ma also. During your first job, you look at your boss rather than the company. So first you need to be, you don't need to get carried away by the company brand and all those things. See whom you are working with. So that is the most important phase of the life. That boss can really turn around your life. So he gives like good direction, good skills, and he tells you how to. So till then you are like a student, but when you enter an industry, you need to follow certain practices and certain procedures. So that's the most important thing that you need to be aware of. So even the company is small, if you really like the boss, you don't really need to leave the boss. So that's one key takeaway. So I'm fortunate that I had good boss, and they really gave an opportunity for me to grow. So even though I joined as a testing engineer, I worked there for testing for 6 months, then seeing the skills, they gave me an opportunity to move to hardware, then to software, then to marketing, where I got like global exposure in traveling to all the countries in Asia and stuff. So all this happened because I'm really liking the work, and also behaving with integrity and loyalty to the company. So leave about the salary, like there's a lot of friends who are getting double than me, but I choose to work here because you are learning something and you are enjoying your work. So you need to have that contentment in life to ensure that you really grow in the work, and also contribute something better to the society. Say the work we worked on was, right now you are all seeing this geofiber and FTTH, fiber to the home and stuff. So these were the chips that we were designing in 2006 and 8 for customers in Japan. And so the Japanese work culture was also one important thing that we really learned while working at that company. So what Japanese think of is about resourcefulness. So it's not that, okay, we have some, we can dispose, say we can, say suppose you want to hang this projector to this lamp, to that ceiling. They really do engineering of things like, do we need to really put that much of thickness pipe there, or what is that we really want to do? How do you engineer it to make it at lesser cost or using less resource, and with reliability and durability? So that is what we have learned in Japanese culture. So if you see the branding of Toyota, they call something called QDR, quality, durability and reliability. So their main focus is on how do we ensure that we build products which can sustain for longer time. So we need to get rid of our thought process of, okay, we tinker here something and we make it work. So that is what is exhibited by us. But we need to certainly fine-tune our culture to bring durability and reliability aspects also into what we build. And so then communications, we are talking about 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G. But if we look at agriculture, there is no technology. So the implements or the tractors are same from 30-40 years. There is no upgradation of technology, and there is no advancements happening in agriculture. And also sense that agriculture, the way that we did like 10 years ago, was not the same now because of acute labor shortages and heavy usage of pesticides, and the profitability in agriculture has really come down. That made me think that okay, there is no point in working in a domain where there are advancements happening and not too much to contribute. So that is when I thought like I need to get into some space where there is really need for technology and where I can use my skills in a much better manner. So it was not like money was not a concern at all. So money doesn't make a difference for me at all. So a lot of people think being an entrepreneur is to make money. If your intention is to just make money, better not to do entrepreneurship. There are so many other businesses to do. If you want to really create a value to the society by creating valuable products and services, that is when you need to think of entrepreneurship. If your whole ball game is to just make money and stuff, there are a hell lot of ways to do that. So entrepreneurship is, it's not that you want to desperately become an entrepreneur. All you need to do is, you need to be keenly observe what are the problems that you are facing and some other people around you are facing. And that is what triggers entrepreneurship in you. Entrepreneur is all about a problem solving guy who can solve real problems, create differentiated products and stuff. So that is where during one of my visits, can you put me on? Yeah, can you go to the next? Yeah. So during one of my visits to the farm, I found out like dead fish lying on the surface, on the dikes of my pond, of my uncle's pond. So normally, like if you are in one more person, you just see and bypass it, right? So the engineers are like the problem solvers who really see should be the real problem solvers for the society. So by seeing this, I inquired like, so this is what happens in software engineering or anywhere. When you come across a bug, you really go and see trace back on where is the issue in the code or something else in the architecture. What really is this problem? So these fish were lying there. Then I went and asked my uncle, why are these fish here? He said, there is a